perform live without anybody saying, oh, stop, do that again, you know, and I love that feeling.
And in my dreams, it feels like we are 40 stories tall.
I love the fact that the fans are there and that you get that direct connection and you can hear them singing the songs back to you, and there's nothing better than that.
Flying over 18,000 people is something I won't forget in a while.
That's the best thing about flying out. You can see all of you so close up.
It's actually quite nice to see some faces. Hello!
To have them that close, you can feel their energy, you can hear them singing the songs. It's what I do it for.
I get terrified all the time. It's improved as the years have gone on. There is definitely nerves there for me, there still is.
But there's one girl in particular that's guaranteed to get the band and the crowd going.
I feed off the audience, I feed off the energy, just the whole excitement of it all and the environment. You know, if the audience are feeling it and they're really hyped up, that'll hype me up. I come across like I'm really Larry. When I'm on a stage, it's like I become possessed. It's like the old Stockport Sarah's coming out of me. It just makes me sort of go bang. Here I am. I'm very loud, yes.
Girls Aloud strive to give their fans the best concert possible, and that includes staging some huge show openers.
We work really, really hard in doing the best performance that we can imagine.
But sometimes crowd-pleasing comes at a price.
The beginning of The Promise, when we started from the floor, and we went up on these risers that got thinner and thinner, you know, as you got to the top, my knees started to give way. So I'm like standing on top of this, what feels like 2 inches you're standing on. And I'm physically falling, and I was supposed to be singing, giving up, just looking into, but instead of that, I went, somebody needs to help me! I need to get down, help!
Nadine faced her fears, and along with her bandmates, made one of their most impressive entrances to date.
Of course there's going to be heights on the new tour. Of course I'm going to be absolutely petrified and thinking that I'm going to die. But if you don't think you're going to die, then the chances are it won't look that good. The show has to look amazing at all costs. My fear cannot get in the way of a good show.
Over the last decade, we've watched the girls transform from combat-wearing tomboys to sophisticated fashionistas.
The styling side of things in the group is funny because we can come into a fitting and see a huge rail of clothes and be able to pick out what's for who straight away.
You look at a dress and think, right, Kimberly's would always have the cutout on the waist. Nadine would always have the short because she's got the long legs. Cheryl would always be kind of like an hourglass kind of shaped dress. I tend to differ, actually. It would either have more legs or more sort of open at the top, one or the other. Can't do both. Was that mine?
Yes, this was yours. Oh, no, this was Kimberly. No. Hang on.
With the upcoming tour, the girls take time out to look through their favourite costumes from the past 10 years.
Was that the bottom? That must have been your bottom.
Nadine, that's yours.
When I first saw that, I can't remember it being so detailed. Because everything was so fast and so rushed that it's almost like it's not until now that you actually take the work that's actually gone into it.
Oh, this was when we won our Brit.
Yeah,
Are you performed with a big fan?
That is not a dress.
That is not a dress.
Slightly risque.
Again, what were we thinking?
I like them.
Are you serious?
They're gorgeous outfits. They are gorgeous outfits.
No, but wasn't there more to them?
No, clearly not.
I think these are like showgirl.
No, they're showgirl, but I thought there was a bit more tassel.
And we had big
feathers.
pink feathers, bright pink feathers, big ones.
We only really revealed ourselves at the very end.
Oh, this is my love machine dress.
I've got a picture of love machine.
Oh, look how expensive it looks.
Yeah. Mine is still filthy. I'm sure it's been dry cleaned, but it's still, the fake tan is embedded into this dress.
It's cheap and cheerful, but it's got good memories. Regardless of the dress, there's not a lot to it, but
This is...
that was me.
The knickers are still in mine.
Actually, kidding me.
Kimberly!
I'm horrified.
Kimberly loves the high camp of performing. So when Girls Aloud took their break, she jumped at the chance to return to her first love of musical theatre.
Shrek the Musical came along. I actually absolutely loved the experience.
My white knight, my knight and his teeth will look just like the picture.
I get a buzz out of performing live. I did over 100 shows of Shrek, but they were all different in their own way.
I know it's today.
After her run in the West End, Kimberly moved on to a guilty pleasure, Strictly Come Dancing, much to her boyfriend Justin's horror.
So I was a little bit scared of putting myself out there, but then the other side of me was like, oh, I really want to indulge myself and just go for it. And Justin's like, oh God, she's gonna do it one year, I know she is. And now his nightmares have come true. And there I am.
Kimberly's latest venture has combined her love of the theatre and the recording studio.
So in the new year, I'll be releasing, sounds quite weird saying it, but my solo album of, musical classics. I've tried my hand at theatre again recently, and I just kind of got the bug for singing the old classics, and I thought, there's got to be a way I can kind of turn them on their head a little bit and, you know, do something new with them, so that's what we've done. It's been like 10 years of being the group album cover, the group single sleeves, and this was just what I wanted to do. I wanted to dress up in loads of different looks and stuff, so yeah, it's been really good fun.
2007 brought Tangled Up, the girls' fourth studio album. Certified platinum, it reflected their own lives and featured a more mature sound, bringing 3 more top 10 hits. It's September, and the girls' time apart is at an end. With only 6 weeks until the release of their comeback single, the pressure is on.
It wouldn't be Girls Aloud if it wasn't mayhem.
It's a decade since Girls Aloud first grabbed our attention with their infectiously catchy pop. Now, after a break, the girls are back. And for Nadine, that means commuting from her home in LA to the UK. And when she's not with the girls, Nadine lives in the States, running the family business, a bar and restaurant on legendary Sunset Beach.
So here we are in Nadine's Irish Must in Sunset Beach. I haven't been here for a while, so it's like a homecoming. I've been in London with the girls, and it's just, you know, such a huge part of my life to be able to see me family having such a good time. And people in Sunset Beach don't know Girls Aloud, so it's just, oh, you're Nadine, who owns Nadine's. Cheers, yes. I've actually had people tell me about this Nadine person that as a pop star, but they're talking to me, telling me about myself, and I'm like, really? Oh my God.
Whilst the band were taking their break, Nadine decided to expand her business empire and open her very own music label, Black Pen Records.
I saw your face and that was me.
I signed myself to it as an artist. I done everything. I done my own marketing. I was like, okay, I wrote the album, I produced the album, and I released one single. And I put an album out and competed with your Sonys, your Universals, your Warners, and Black Pen.
Say, shiver, you make me lose my control.
I have never been more stressed out in my entire life. I wanted to take a break when Girls Aloud had stopped, so now I'm going to go back to the beach and concentrate on being a businesswoman and trying to do things over, you know, that are not music orientated whilst lying on the beach.
The lifestyle between living in London and then coming here, and I mean, this is the Pacific Ocean. Your next stop is Hawaii. I had never really thought of myself as kind of a beach girl. I may have thought I'm a city girl, but I am, I'm both. But this, to me, there's just something so special about living so near to a beach and having the water nearby. It's amazing. Look at this. This is just a regular afternoon just here in California. Look at the sunset. It's beautiful.